Hi everybody, welcome to this resistance band arms and abs workout. You'll want to use a light or medium resistance band. If you don't have a band, you can use tights or stockings, anything stretchy with a little bit of resistance. For safety, always check and make sure your band is free of holes or tears before beginning. Let's set up for your first exercise. Stand with the feet hip width apart, raise the hands overhead, no slack in the band to start. You'll lower the band down behind the head and release it back to the top. Lower down and press up. Here's a side view. Weight is even through the toes, balls, and heels of the feet. Abs are activated and shoulders are stacked over the hips. Four more. Lower it down, raise it up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's set up for your next exercise. Coming to an extended lunge position. Back leg is straight behind you, front leg is slightly bent, knee over midfoot, arms raised overhead again, no slack in the band to start. Begin to rotate over towards the back leg, lowering same arm as back leg, and returning, twisting back to center. The band is going behind my head, just like the first exercise. Top arm stays straight and fixed in place. Connect to the breath by inhaling as you rotate back and exhaling for abdominal engagement on the way up. 2 more. Rotate back, unwind, and back, and center. Lower the hands, step up. You can either switch the feet or I'll turn around so that my legs are open to you again, but I am using the other foot. Extended lunge position, rotate back and return to the center. Back leg straight, front knee bent, secure and in place. Notice that my hips don't move. I'm rotating through the rib cage and the shoulders. Working behind the shoulders, stabilizing with the glutes. Almost there. Rotate back, exhale up, rotate back, exhale up. Final repetition. Unwind, step to the center. Let's fold the band in half and step on the tails, securely keeping your foot down. We're preparing for a side bend. Let the hand rest right on the side of the hip and make sure there's no slack in the band to start. Side bend over and up. Join me. Stretch it over, control it back up. Use the free hand and place it on your hip to monitor and make sure that your hips aren't twisting. Then you can place the hand behind the head to complete the set. Getting bigger into that side bend if you can with each repetition. Lowering down, controlling up. Final repetition, stand up and release the band. Lower it back down to the floor. Step in the middle of the band. Make sure it's flat under your feet. Keep those toes down. Stand up. Prepare for bicep curls. Fix the elbows towards the sides of the body and curl up and down. Thumbs up towards the chest and release. Standing up straight, abdominals activated. Straight line from the shoulders to the hips to the heels. Even curls, working on the way up and on the way down. You are in control of the band through the entire movement. A total of 16 repetitions. Squeeze up, lower down. Elbows stay still, upper arm stays still. Final repetitions. Then release the band. Fold it in half again. Make sure the tails meet evenly. And when you step on the band, that you keep your foot securely down so it doesn't snap. Preparing for your next set of side bends. Start with the arm fixed by the side of the body, no slack in the band. Side bend over, stand back up. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders slide to the side without twisting. Hand on the hip for feedback to make sure your hips aren't rotating. Other option is to place the hand behind the head to help you stand tall throughout the movement. Control on the way down and on the way up. Lower down, squeeze back, lower down, squeeze back. Finish your set and wrap it behind your shoulder blades. The flatter you can get the band, the better. This way it will stay in place as you do this chest press forward. You're going to hug the elbows in tight to the sides of the body. Then wrap the arms around, meet the thumbs, and tuck back. Wrap in front, tuck and squeeze back. Working the pectoral muscles and the front of the shoulders. Squeeze and release. The band should have some tightness in it even as you bring those elbows back. Feet are hip width apart. You're halfway there. Give me 8 more. Four, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the elbows back, release the band, and we get to come down to the knees for the next position. You can flatten out that band on the mat. You'll want to kneel down, keep the knees securely on the mat during the exercise. Then make sure that you have equal tails. Pop up to the knees. We're gonna do a press up and down just like this with the elbows tight to the body. Just doing a couple demos right here. I know you are setting up. Then let's press and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. More shoulder work. How are those arms feeling? Strong and stable. Let's finish up this set right here. Press and press. Tuck it back in. Lower the hands. Stay in the kneeling position. Place the band between the hands, shoulder width apart, right in front of the chest. For an extra challenge, you can double up the band right here, like I'm doing. We'll do an alternating row back with a little rotation. Rotate back, center, and back, center. Keep that shoulder and elbow in line. So the elbow and the wrist stay up. You pull the arm, the thumb right to the armpit. Row it back and in. Feel the core muscles, the abs, and the back muscles helping you rotate that rib cage around. Being in the kneeling position also helps us minimize the hip movement. So it's better to do this kneeling to start rather than standing. Row it back, release, and back, release. Let's stand back up and set up for one of my favorite moves. Make a short tail on one end of the band. Place your foot securely on that tail. Then come out to a side lunge position. One knee bent, hips back, the other leg straight. Your wrist is by the bent knee. Arm should be straight. Then we wrap it back and release this hand back to the knee. You are leaning forward to maximize the work behind the shoulder. We are not twisting on this move. The movement's all at the shoulder joint. Pinky finger lifts back, arm stays straight, shoulders stay forward as much as you can. No slack in the band as you lower it down, pause at the bottom. Now, release the band and set up for the other side. Leave a tail at the end. Step into your wide side lunge position. One leg straight, other knee bent. You can do a test repetition and make sure you've got your grip in the right spot. Let's go right here. Roll the arm back. Release the hand back down to the knee. 2, 3, 4. Hips back. Shoulders forward, back long. Keeping the torso still, the legs still, the feet pressed firmly into the ground. One more repetition. Release the hand down. Step back up. We're going to set up for another variation of your side bend. Place the band under that same foot, but the tail is going to come out the other end, so your same arm is holding the band as the foot that's stepping on it. With your free foot, step out to the side, press the band straight up overhead, side bend, band comes in front of the body, stand back up with the elbow tucked. Press over, tuck the elbow in, stand up. Squeeze and up. We've added shoulder work to the side bend. Standing in a wide stance. Straight side bend over. Hips stay still. Shoulders stay in line. Pull it back up to the center. And we'll just switch sides, extended side bends. Little tail to step on, same arm as foot, holding the band. Press the arm straight up, side bend over. Stand up, elbow tucks back. Squeeze and press up. Control the band back to the center. As the elbow comes down, make sure the band's not loose when you start and stop the motion. Big stretch up, controlled release back. 4 more times. 3, 2, 1 more time. Tuck the elbow back in. Release the band, and we'll come back to the bicep curls we already did. Make even tails, stand on a flat band, thumbs are up, elbows are secured by the sides of the body. Curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. We get to do 16 of these. Halfway there. 8 more to go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Keep the band where it is. Just switch your grip so now your thumbs are pointed down towards your feet. It's a row back with straight arms. We lower into a half squat so the hips are back, shoulders are slightly forward in line with the knees. Row back, straight arms for the triceps. Row it back, control it down. Band stays tight through the row. Little pause at the bottom. A strong, straight row back behind you. Thumbs following the sides of the body, up through the legs, past the hips. Row it back, release, back, release. Keep the shoulders strong. Finish up your row set right here. Then release the band, and we're coming down to the kneeling position again. Fold it in half, keep the tails towards you, lay the band out on the mat with the folded side away from you. Then split those two tails, place a knee securely on each tail. Keep those knees down, loop the hands through the band, and then it's a row up like this and a squat down. So I'll let you set up, make sure you're set up like me. The thumbs are loose, pointed up. You're going to squeeze the glutes and sit up, just straight up with a little press of that band up and down. You'll feel consistent work through the top and the front of the shoulders throughout this movement. Careful not to squeeze the shoulders up by the ears. You want to keep them anchored down, strong back. 4 more to go. Press it up, release back. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, release the band, and you get a minute to stretch it out here. You can place the band up and overhead, stretching it behind you. Good stretch through the front of the shoulders. Add a little rotation to one side for some side body stretching. Then over to the other side. We just got through a solid arm set. We also included standing abs. Now we will take it down to the floor to continue the ab work and finish up our workout. You can start with yourself seated in the middle of the mat. Stretch out those feet to one end of the mat, loop the band around the feet, maybe scoot up a little to give yourself some room to roll back. The band is flat on my feet, so it stays secure. Straighten the legs out, keeping the elbows fixed to the floor, right on the sides of the ribs. Tuck one knee in, lifting it off the band, pulling it towards you. Press both feet back into the band. Then the other side, tuck the knee, press it out. It's like a marching exercise with a little swing there, pushing the band away from you, tucking the knee, letting it come a little towards you. Play with these marches, keeping the elbows tucked, wrists fixed. We will do another set of these later. So get into your rhythm, get comfortable. Finish it up, tuck both knees in. Release one foot. Band is flat across one foot now. Straighten the leg out, straighten the arms, and it's a kick up with the curl. Kick and curl, 1, release back, and 2. Release. A full set of 12 to get you into the motion and working those abs. This is also great muscular synergy between the abs and the glutes and hamstrings. Those are muscles we need to work together when we're doing exercises like a teaser. Also hip twists and rollovers. We'll do a dedicated teaser flow in week 3. 2 more kick and curl. Lift, release, and lift, release. Let's come back to both feet in the band. Tight grip, elbows to the floor. It's another set of those marches. One foot tucks in, the other kicks slightly away, and switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep going. 'Finish up your marching set. Bring both feet back up. Release the band to one foot. This time we're doing the kick and curls with the other foot. Stretch that band back. Kick and curl up for 1. Release back. 2. And back. 3. 4. 4 more. Lifted kick. Release back. 3. 2. And 1. Release the band from the foot. Option again to fold the band in half. If you folded it in half earlier, you'll want to fold it in half again. We're going to do another rowing motion. Raise the hands to the ceiling, thumbs point towards each other, shoulder width apart, straight arm row out, band touches the chest, release, and then abdominal curl up, curl down. Smooth it out. Row out, hands up, abdominal curl, and release everything back. So you coordinate that row back and out with the roll down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, lift, stretch back. You have an option of making this a double crunch by lifting both knees up, or marching one foot at a time, or leaving both feet on the ground. 4 more of whatever you choose. 3, 2, 1 more. Rest the head and the feet on the ground. Keeping the grip the same, just split the arms like you're getting ready to row a boat here. You're going to side curl up towards the bottom hand, lift and tap it on the side of the hip, release back down. This is your side crunch. Exhale up and release back. 2, 3. Arms stay straight. You don't need to pull on the band. It's just guiding you into your side curl. Lift, release, lift, release. It's a set of 12 here. We're getting almost all the way through with the workout. Coming down to the final exercises. Finish this set, then return the hands back to their original position. Pull both feet up to tabletop. Extend the arms overhead and straighten the feet out for a double leg stretch. Tuck it in, stretch it out. Tap the shins with the band if you can, stretch it out. You can turn it into a double crunch if you want, but I'm just gonna leave the head on the floor. Focus on the legs stretching out and away, keeping a neutral spine, secure through the trunk. Finish this set of double leg stretches, tuck it in, feet to the floor, split the arms the other direction, row your boat on the other side. Last exercise, side curl up, stretch back, inhale to prepare, exhale up and back. 2, 3, 4, lift up and little curl over. Keep the knees still. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release back. You can let go of your band. Place it on the side. Hug those feet in. Roll on up. And we'll take a finishing stretch here. Extend the body out into baby cobra from the elbows. You can also press up to the hands if you want to. Then finish by stretching anything else that you need to. We are all finished for today. I hope it felt great. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will see you back here for your next workout.